Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Sorry for the delay in the upload. Life's been pretty busy and I haven't had a chance to really work on the cars here in the garage. Like the title says, I'm going to be working on a couple small little things today that have to do with my 95 Civic Sedan, my little budget work car. Let's pull these wheels out and I'll show you what I'm talking about. As you can see, these are 15 by 6.5 Rota Circuit 8s. They are the bronze finish, but the finish on them isn't that great. There are some chips and flakes happening on the rim of this wheel. And the color itself is okay, but I don't think it was going to look that great on my sedan. It's kind of a charcoal, like a bluish tint color. So I'm going to actually sand these down and I'm going to repaint these. And I'm going to hold off on telling you what color I'm going to paint them yet. But I'm going to go ahead and start cleaning these up and getting them sanded down and prepped for paint. Alright, with the wheels cleaned up, I got them degreased. I wouldn't call them cleaned up, but most of the axle grease that was in here is out of there now, and the brake dust. So what I'm going to end up doing is, if there's any super rough spots from curbing or anything like that, I'm going to take some 400 grit and kind of smooth it down. But mainly I'm going to be using 600 grit just to get the surface ready for paint. And it looks like there's a few spots I'm going to have to throw some primer down. So I may end up stepping it back down to 400, getting the primer laid on, and then going back over it with 600. I'm just going to have to see how it sands out, and then just go from there. Alright, well if you look closely you can see that I'm actually sanding through the finish down to the bare metal. So what I'm going to end up doing is having to prime these. So I'm going to go ahead and step it down to 400 to speed this process along, because I'm going to have to sand it down with 600 after I prime it anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the 400 grit and knock this out. sanded down with 400 grit, got all the rough spots taken out, all the surfaces have been sanded with 400 grit, so we are ready for primer. I believe I'm going to throw a little bit of etching primer on some of these bare spots, and then I'm going to get a coating of just the regular filler primer, and then we'll sand those down and move on after that. Alright, with the etching primer done, I'm going to go ahead and move on to filler primer. Okay, with our primer drying, I'm going to go ahead and open up the base coat and show you guys what color we're going to be spraying these. Alright, this paint coat is actually NH546M. It's called Kaiser Silver Metallic. It comes on the Acura NSX. So it's like a dark silver or like a light gunmetal color. Let's see how it sprays on. All right, there it is. Now that's 2 coats of the Kaiser Silver Metallic off of the Acura NSX. And I was going after like a steel gray color. I really like the factory Rota steel gray look, but I got such a good deal on these that I decided to go ahead and just sand them down and paint them. I saw this color online and it was like, that's really close to what I'm looking for. So I went ahead and ordered a half a pint of this. It mixed up to about a pint. I didn't even use all of that. But I think they turned out really nice. They're super shiny and glossy, and now all I have to do is just wait for them to dry, and then I'm going to get some tires for this and throw it on the sedan. Now, that's all I'm going to do for today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. It's a little short, but I really wanted to refinish these wheels, and I'm kind of in a limbo state between the old CRX and the new project, so I want to try to get some of these little projects done before I jump into that black CRX, because I know it's going to be a huge job. But stay tuned, and I'm going to be starting that really soon. I've got a lot of parts over here in the other corner of the garage. I'll show you in a video soon to come, so stick around.